Hello! Hi! Welcome to Huetopia. Welcome to Game at a Glance. Come on in and get cozy. Grab yourself a water or a sparkling water or I can reach it, a tea. So, oh, I'm so excited. It is still very hot and I do not want it right now. So it goes there. But come on in. We're still starting up. We're starting to get ready. Get comfy. I see, listen to me while you're playing video games. It is a-okay. I think I've heard of Hollow Knight, but I'm not sure what that is. You have to let me know what that is. But anyways, hey, happy Monday. Welcome to Game at a Glance on Huetopia. Ramadan Mubarak, I believe is how we pronounce it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But happy Ramadan to those who celebrate it. And yeah, let's get ourselves situated. I realize I'm like a little to the left here. Let me just scoot on over. Boop. Okay, I think I'm more central now. All right. I feel like I'm very like Linda from Bob's Burgers. All right, let's do this. All right. Yeah. Well, welcome. So, hey, welcome to Game at a Glance, Huetopia's little cozy corner with your friendly neighborhood Mo. That is me. I am Mo, or Morgan. You can call me whichever. I go by whatever. My pronouns, I they, them, and she, her interchangeably. Please and thank you. Here we just talk about games in all sense of the word. Well, tabletop games, at least. Written and designed by BIMPOC people. So yeah, welcome. Today we are just going to go over some news, Kickstarters that have finished, so they are not going on anymore because I don't know of any new Kickstarters. If you know any new Kickstarters that are coming out written by BIMPOC, hit up me, please. Thank you. Just so I can go ahead and promote them and share them and be super excited for the games they are designing. Be it games themselves, podcasts, Kickstarters, accessories, anything. I want to support you, and I want to use this platform to support you. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into things real quick. We will talk about RPG Latam Jam here in a minute. Oh man, it's mirrored. There we go. But for now, let's go over the Kickstarters that happened. So Coyote and Crow hit 1 million. They hit 1 million. I am so excited. They actually raised $1,730,453 in 1 month by 16,269 people. Nice. 69. Nice. But that makes me so very excited about all the love and support Coyote and Crow has gotten. They do have late pledges available if you do want to still toss some money their way. If you haven't done it already, please go ahead and do so. I am very excited to see where it goes. I'm very excited to get a copy. I want it in my little hands. And yeah, I just, gosh, it just makes me really happy that they were able to raise so much money. And, oh, I got the hiccups now. Force it down. Get down there. To raise so much money and to have so many books donated to reservations and, like, get all the support that they really, truly deserve. And that just, I'm going to cry. Like, I'm a very emotional being right now, so this makes me very happy. All right, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to quickly. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so Coyote and Crow, their Kickstarter is fantastic. If you still haven't signed up, there's late pledges available. The Kickstarter did end on the 1st, so last week, 2 weeks ago. Time is an illusion in this panorama, so yeah. Yeah, so they did it. I want to just see how many games got donated. earmarked 5,000 books for donations to reservations. 5,000 books! To reservations in tribal libraries, schools, and community centers. I am so flippin' excited for that. That makes me so happy. Yeah, so just information about all that there. Oh, gosh. Yay, good them. Good for them. All right. So the other Kickstarter we were following is Tomorrow in Revelation 3. You know, it was also in the last legs of the Kickstarter as well. It just ended on April 7th, 2021. And it hit 11,327, which is super cool by 363 backers. We were curious about the stretch goals because I really wanted them to hit stretch goals. Let's see if they got the stretch goals. Yes. So unlocked payer writer ourselves writing game text at 10 cents a word. Yay. Please pay yourself, writers. I'm glad you unlocked it, but please pay yourself. Unlocked Ryan Boyd as copy editor. Excellent. Unlocked physical copies printed in color. Ooh, that's gonna be nice. Jabari got unlocked. So Jabari's writing a mission, and Kazumi Chin's writing a mission. More interior art by Sadia Baez. Fantastic. John Nick got unlocked. Yes! That made me really happy. Aw. Shame they didn't meet their increased pay for 15 cents a word, but like they still got some amazing raiders who join in on their on their game. Wow, words are skipping over me tonight. Big flex. Yeah. Okay. So I'm very excited about these stretch goals being hit. I'm very excited to see how this game's going to turn out. Also, they did I believe, an actual play on Actual Play, which is ran by Sean Nittner. So I think it was run by Dominique, and Jamie was on it. I'm trying to remember who else was on that stream. It was like this past weekend or a couple days ago. Hi, John. Welcome. But yeah, I'm just excited. So excited. Happy to see that they did really, really well in their Kickstarter. So that's really good. Also, once again, please, if you have a Kickstarter or know someone who's writing a Kickstarter that is BIMPOC, either they're writing it or they're co-writing it, send them my way, or at least not send them my way, but send the Kickstarter my way, because I want to support it. I want to show love to it. I want to talk about it. I'm pointing in the wrong direction. I want to talk about it. So, yeah. So, if you know anything, yeah, just hit me up. Twitter DMs, Huetopia's Twitter DMs, Discord, Instagram. Maybe on Instagram I'll listen to it, but like one social media at a time. That's all I can do. Okay? All right. All right, so we talked about that. I think the RPG LATAM Jam is over. It is over. It ran until the 11th, so it just ended It just ended last night, and they have 44 entries. Yo, that's so exciting. That's so fun. That makes me so happy. All right, let's see. You can't see all of these on the page because I don't know how to edit stuff down. Let's see. Can I? No, I'm not going to fiddle with it right now. Okay, let's see here. There's a lot of sci-fi, some cool, like, Renaissance-y, OSR-y stuff. Barons of the Blood District. Some goblins. At least like character sheet for use for BX Kid. BX Kid Chord Rules. The Magic Names. Behind the Glass Dome. Bonfire and Blade, which we will talk about in a minute. I called it wrong on the title card, and I'm so sorry. Because it's a Souls-Lite game, I mix Soul and Bonfire like the goober I am. And I'm sorry. I got the words in there. I got some of the words in there. Sorry about that. The Sign Bearer, the Face Tellers. Consiglio el pan feudal. Oh gosh. Conocidos, that knowing feudal Japan? No one reading Spanish. Supplement for Shogastu by Hernan Hernandez. Hecho por Julian Vichone. Written by Julian Vichone, I believe, for the RPG Latin Jam. The game based in, and it gives a link to Shogastu. Hi, Brew. Welcome. I am attempting to read Spanish. Please note, dear viewers, I am Latine. Hey, Victor. Hey, Vic. I am Latine on my dad's side, white on my mom's side. So I was raised pretty much away from my Latine culture by my dad's Mexican side. He never taught me Spanish growing up. He taught me how to count to 10, take out the garbage, and turn off the lights. And he's like, you'll learn the rest in school. So I took 8 years in public school and then a semester in college, and I can kind of read. I can kind of get by. Duolingo does not help because they start you at the beginning, and that is boring at this point because I am not there anymore. So please help me. I'm going to try to read this the best I can. So please don't make fun of me. I'm trying, and I'm trying to decipher. So if I say something wrong, please correct me. I am hashtag doing my best. El archivo de este suplemento. So this supplement is experience of the game. Represents feudal Japan. Vermosil in like the versatile form. Reference respuestas veloces at the time of improvisation. Fortalezas and obstacles during this time. It's in Spanish, which I'm very happy there are Spanish things. I just need to get better at learning Spanish so I can support more of my Latine, Latinx writers. But it's really cool that they have some things written in Spanish because I can try to read it. And I feel so much better if I can try to learn how to read it. So it's basically just knowing about feudal Japan. I think talking about how to work during those times. That's my guess. Like I said, Spanish, not my forte, unfortunately. I'm trying. If you want to talk Spanish at me, please do. Help me learn. Thank you. Let's see. Spiral, Golden Shackles, Caripice. This is called Doggers, and I have to look at it. I'm sorry. I know I go off on tangents all the time, but look at that good boy. It's a good boy. It's the best boy. Right there. Oh, sorry, Vince. Thank you for the correction. So, worshippers of the dog god. Doggers are inhabitants of the coastal area of Grimble. Swordsmiths by nature. They don't like strangers walking in their beaches. Compatible with packs and blades. Design. Zine. How do you pronounce that again? Zine or zine? How do you pronounce it? Was designed as a 1-page, 8-page foldable zine. Okay, so basically just it's like a supplement to that zine. But look at these good boys. Look at these little folders. That's pretty art. I like that art. That's nice art. Oh, and I wanted to talk about this too. Okay, I will talk about it in a minute. But memo to self, opened it up. We'll talk about this more. Under the Solomon Seal, Clockland, Campacito Camanchaca. Okay, so funny story real quick. I need to tell you. Into the Bronze. I will open that in a second. Thank you for letting me know. I'll look into that. So here in good old Texas, or Tejas, or whatever you call it, we use a lot of Mexican words because obviously Texas was part of Mexico before colonization. Yay. And before, like, it was native lands and colonization and all that good stuff. Anyways, so a lot of words are really I don't really know how to explain it. It's just very Texas. Like Guadalupe, we have a Guadalupe River. However, there's a Guadalupe Street, and it's spelled exactly the same, but it's called Guadalupe, not Guadalupe. And I'm like, why are you calling this road Guadalupe instead of Guadalupe. Ah, yes. Ah! Ah. I will open that up too. That's mine. That thing's... yes. So, there is this area called it's spelled like Manchaca. It's spelled like Manchaca. However, it's called Manchac. They call it Manchac and completely ignore the silent. They make it a silent A at the end. So when I read, not now, I don't want to translate, comma Manchaca, I was like, comma Manchac? Manchac, comma Manchac? So this looks like it is a mystery adventure for Insignias, published for in March for RPG Latin Jam. The protagonist, a group of 9 explorers, and something about installations of the encampment of summer camp after der routine en el bosque. Oh my god, what is the bosque? One area campers, they're desperate. Okay, so basically it's about like mystery camp. I just want to look at this art. Oh, there's some sweets. You just hate them candies. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah. Oh, it's El Bosque Forest. Thank you. Thank you. See, like, I know some words. I'm better at grammar because that's what they really instill in you in public school, is to know your grammar and know your conjugations before anything else. So, yeah, okay. Let's see Under the Silas Ornament. All right, this is by, is this yours? Is this yours? Hold on, I gotta, my entry is based on his Into the Bronze. Yes, Under the Silas Ornament, that's mine. Okay, yes, here we go. All right, so this is by, Dwam in Fur, FR. Yes, it's all a place where we can... Man Shack, baby. Oh, my goodness. That's beautiful. Love it. Yeah. So, Under the Silas Ornament, let's read this real quick. It's Into the Bronze adventure for RPG Latam Jam. King Solomon has chosen you to capture the demons that run rampant around his kingdom. You are Agors, you are astronomers, you are sorcerers, you are priests, you are warriors, you are exorcists. Entrusted with a seal, you bear his authority over the people of the kingdom in pursuit of your sacred oath to deliver these demons to the temple. This book is full of demons, artifacts, and magic, enough material to run a full Into the Bronze campaign against evil spirits that run amok in the kingdom in the dawn of the Iron Age. Inside you'll find the key, the seal, and the jar King Solomon has trusted upon you to capture the demons that roam his lands. Special rules to capture these evil spirits and fulfill your oath. A hierarchy of 72 demon kings, dukes, princes, counts, marquises, knights, and presidents for you to hunt down. A light campaign structure so you can easily introduce into your sandbox game. This short campaign will develop as an entry to the RPG Latam Jam, and is based on Guilherme Contillo's OSR TTRPG Into the Bronze, which you can get here, and an awesome hex pack you can get over here. Oh, thanks. I didn't know. I went into full narrator mode for a second, and now I know why. I felt it. Maybe it was some of those demons that entered me. No, I'm kidding. Please don't. Oh, I don't know. I don't know Into the Bronze. Let me open this up real quick. Into the Bronze. Sword, sorcery, Mesopotamia, and the Bronze Era. See, this is what happens. I'll like start talking about a game and then like start going down a deep dive about other games, and then eventually I just lose myself and I don't know what I'm doing anymore, and now I have like 5 tabs open and it's just, I'm a mess. All right. I will have to look into this more later, but it's about Mesopotamia Bronze Era games. That is super cool. I'm just reading. I'm just going to do a quick preview, okay? And then I'll go back. I don't know Into the Odd either. I will have to look into that one as well. Ooh, look at that weapon. That's a nice... I don't even know what kind of weapon that is. It's just, that's ornate. That's pretty cool. So I've been watching, well, I was watching for a bit. Oh my god, what's it called? Something about the Forge? Into the Forge? No. Fired and Forged, something like that, where they build weapons. I think it's part of the History Channel. And they make really cool, like, ancient weapons. And I don't know if I've seen that one yet, but I've seen something similar where, like, it has, like, the... like, almost like a scythe-looking, like, hook thingy. But, that's super cool. Ooh, look at that. That's fun. That very, like... That's very Mesopotamian art-ish. Create a Sumerian. Inventory how to play. Enchantments. With your bare hands, running the game, bronze lands, hex maker, gods, and bestiary. Woo! I like that art too. I don't know if you know, but I used to be an art major, like back in my college days, so like, good art. I love art. Creating a Sumerian, I can't read that, so we're just going to squint at it real hard. I wonder if I can zoom in. Will it help? Does that help? That barely helps me. Where are my glasses? I don't ever wear my glasses in the stream because I don't like the reflection, but... Look at me just squinting. Okay, so, yeah, attributes. HP Obsidian in the past, starting equipment, omens. Is it a D6 system? Because that's what it looks like. A lot of D6s. Nice. I do love me a simple D6 system. Okay. Alright, I'm getting distracted again. Put that away. But, yeah, I am very intrigued by first I'm intrigued about learning about Into the Bronze, because that sounds fascinating, because love me some history. Rue knows my pain about my glasses. This is why I don't wear my glasses, and so you'll see me squinting. It's not like I need them for the computer, but they have the blue reflection thingy, and like it's nice to, well, I'm staring at a screen the whole time. Anyhow, yes, I'll love to learn Into the Bronze, because that sounds like a fascinating system, and like learn more about it, and into the what do you call it? Into the Odd. I don't know about Into the Odd either, but I'll definitely have to look into it because that sounds great. Oh, I was going to get to that in a second. Characters and incursions, gnomes in Borderlands. I think I talked about that last time. Turbo Kid, Sinister Wilds of Sanguine Fangs, Forest Maze of Memories, Chef Showdown. You know, like competitive cooking. I gotta look at this one. Okay, sorry. Let me just yes, these are other RPG. I'm just going through the list right now and just like looking through it. If you would like to look through it, go to itch.io/jam/RPG -latam-jam if you want to follow along at home. I'm just naming off games and looking at stuff. Currently I'm looking at Chef Showdown by Leonardo Andrade, I think so, yeah. And Chef Showdown, a Valoria hack about ambitious chefs competing at fancy events, reality shows, and private dinners. Y'all know I like talking about Thank you for the links. Appreciate that. A hack of Gabokurs Valoria for anyone who's ever daydreamed about being top chef, final table, and so on. By the way, final table is fascinating. I've started 2 episodes of it, and it's really cool, like, to see all these people from around the world get together and, like, build these like plates. It's really, really interesting. Some people take really intriguing takes on stuff, and like, come on, that's not how you make a ceviche, like, but okay, like, you know. They try. If they never had it before, they do try. So I give them props for that. Yeah. So it's a micro RPG about chefs cooking to impress fancy judges at competitions. Maybe it's a reality show. Maybe it's a foodie magazine event, or maybe a contest to show the king's personal chef in a medieval fantasy setting. Also, I'll rate the whole thing as if I were Guy Fieri and make the resulting abomination available here if somehow this makes $50. You know what to do. Buy this game. Get this to $50. And let's get the Guy Fieri version, please. I'm sorry, Guy Fieri. It's Italian with R's and T's. But yes, at least $50. We do need it. We do need it. I'm just trying to look real quick. Look at some art. Ooh, so this is really cool. So there's descriptions, star ingredients, and a process for the entrees and main courses. I really like that. That's because we talked about another cooking competition show as well. It wasn't really a show per se, but I think it was more like baking, not cooking. And that was Monroe Soto's Katie Violet's game. But it's really cool because you have your descriptions of how foods are, mouthfeels. The star ingredient that really shines in the process of how you make it. The dessert table also has the same sort of process, or the same sort of like table. And let's read the example. Rob has decided his main course for this evening will be a delicate technique, tuna sashimi technique. He sets the difficulty at 12, so he needs to roll a 17 to succeed. I'll have to read to see like how. I will have to read this later. I mean, I probably will have to deep dive some of these games. I might just flux them out and see how it goes. Rob is a hobbyist with unorthodox methods, so he ignores the judges dislike of fish. Rolls a d20 and gets a 16 plus 2t. So I guess you get whatever you use for technique-wise, you'll add to that. Succeeding at the dish. Rob gets 27, 17 plus 10 points for this. I will definitely have to read it because I have no idea how the mechanics go just by the example alone. I'm trying, but I need more context. But that's really cool. I like that. Okay. All right, focus. But what else do we have for RPG Latam Jam? The Vampire Slayer, It's a Wonderful Day, Mesopotamia, and You're a Horrible Celt. I think I talked about that. Oh, it's another Into the Bronze game. Just the name is fascinating. Yes, Rue, I know. It is on my list. It is on my list because Hans is an amazing designer. And fantastic brain. It's on my spreadsheet. I have it written down. Where am I? Oh, so Din, Above the Monkey God. Okay, so I think these are the older ones that I did talk about before. Un Mas Blob. Let's look about a blob. Alright, I'm not going to read the English. I'm going to try to read the Spanish. This is a supplement for the Latin RPG Jam to find more clarity and content and the experience of the blob. And it's by Joaquin Oyo. I'm going to open that up. Masa amorpha, so amorphous, constantly resistance to play the form that the world something. Okay, I'm going to read the English, sorry. Oh, okay. So basically, RPG Latin Jam is, from what is being said, is doing supplements for games from RPG Latin creators. That's why it's full supplements. That's fine. That's fantastic. That's really cool. I like that. That's really fun. And I will definitely have to look into more of these games that they're talking about as well, just so I can deep dive into those games. So it's a good jumping off point if you want to find deeper games. Like, so Into the Bronze is a Latin designer, or Latin game then, I believe. So maybe one day I'll just do a deep dive into the Bronze, and I can learn this OSR stuff myself, because I really don't know OSR stuff too well. I kind of like, I play Forbidden Lands, and that's OSR-esque, but other than that, I don't know. I'd love to learn it, so good to know. But yeah, this is about the Blob. This material made for the Latin RPG game aims to add clarity and content for the experience of the Blob. Sometimes we feel like a shapeless blob, endlessly resisting to take form that the world asks him. I hope this material can be useful to someone. Yeah. And the Blob is, you're a blob in the world where everyone has their shape assigned. You're barely tolerated, but everyone wants you to find a stable shape. It's a short game made for the index card game jam about feeling different under the pressure and to conform to society's mold. So that's really cute. I like that. I have to look into that as well. So this is a good jumping off point. So, oh, I passed up. I lost my spot. Okay. So that's the RPG Latin Jam stuff. I will definitely have to dive more into the main games themselves. So it's a good starting point if you want to like look for supplements of those games. Please go check RPG Latin Game Jam out. Bonfire and Blade is in a minute. So right now, what I want to talk about is something that I ran across as well, and it's a itch.io bundle happening called to help Tiago Rolim fight COVID-19, because a designer, Latin designer, basically has COVID right now and is currently like fighting it in the hospital. So basically, Tiago Rolim is an author of Numa, an OSR game about samurai frogs, and is fighting against COVID-19 in a hospital right now. He is the father of 2 small kids and a husband of an amazing woman. He needs your help right now. His healthcare refused to cover the ICU expenses, and his bills are already absurdly high. Each day in the ICU cost, I'm gonna say that's Uruguayan. Oh, my deepest condolences. Oh my god, so if you're not reading chat, he did pass away today. So my deepest condolences. So hopefully all the money being raised can help out the family to those expenses. That's a lot. So if you can, please buy the bundle, help out, and then help out his family in any sort of way that can go on. And I bet, and my deepest condolences to his friends, families, and loved ones, and everybody in the community that really loved and supported him, because that's a lot. This pandemic has been really, really not good. I mean, it's a pandemic, of course it's not good, but like, it's just, tell people you love them, okay? Be safe, wear a mask. Keep your loved ones safe. I'm gonna start crying on stream, and I shouldn't do that, but yeah. Thank you. I think it's Jess that's behind there, to sharing this link. It has, I don't know how many games are on here, but 72 items. It has 72 items that you can buy for $10. And it's still going on for 17 more days, this bundle. So please, if you can, talk about it. So it looks like a bunch of people donated games and like ideas of like how to help you, like a free pamphlet teaching guide how to make RPG pamphlets. Sorry, I'm just reading the games. I'm just, yeah. go out, help if you can. You know, just be the good in the community that you wanted to be. and help out his family. There's a lot of games in here. I will definitely have to come back to all these and purchase them, and then support and love, not only, you know, and love these designers and support things. Support his family. Okay. Tea time. My tea's still hot. Yeah. All right. So let's try to let's keep going. I think that's all I have for Kickstarters and news. So if anybody has any more news that they want to pass along, I can definitely talk about. Let's send it my way. I love to hype out any more jams that are happening, or goodness, I have words. Oh, don't apologize. Thank you for letting me know. That's, yeah. So, yeah, let's keep this going. So our games that I want to talk about today, and I'm going to add Vitya's making a, okay, before I get into this game, sorry, Simon, you will have to wait. Let me just, I didn't know Vitya was making a jam right now. I thought it was just, TCG, basic TCG. Will that pull it up? Nope. Jam. Nope. Table. Oh, that put up too many. Oh no. Oh wait, here we go. Is this it? Okay, so the please not business card RPG jam. Pleasure not business. Oh, I can read. Okay. So basically there are 374 entries. Well, that's a lot of games. That's a lot. Make an RPG related thing that fits on a silk card business card. You're strongly encouraged to get it printed because printing stuff is fun. Adventures, games, expansions, hacks, whatever the heck you think is appropriate. So that's what the Pleasure Not Business Card RPG Jam is. Believe me, I need to get some more business cards myself, or just at least get some in general. Because when we finally get out of this Panini Press and cons happen, I should probably have something. Oh, is that what he made it for? Yeah, I figured. And it's really cool. Like, I love fun cards. Like, I got so many cards at Big Bad Con, like, because everybody was starting to get their own cards. I was a baby newbie person at Big Bad, and I did not know what to do. So, that's really cool. So, basic TCG. It's a simple card game that's built around community created cards. Basic rules need to create a card to play are written on the back of every card. It isn't written, can be easily figured out on the spot amongst players. Have fun creating cards or entire decks and sharing them and trading them, building off of them, and more with your friends. So many cards, right? My hands, like, I think my fanny pack was just overflowing with cards at Big Bad. It was lovely. Hashtag basic TCG. Oh no, that's too many cards. But I love it. I'm loving that, like, a lot of people do that, and hopefully, like, whenever we get back to doing things, we can actually have more cards. And I can just fill my pockets with people's information and then find them on Twitter and then, like, hang up the card somewhere, because a lot of those are really pretty, like, artwork, and I just don't want to get rid of that. That's fun. rules. All this stuff. This is a blank card that you fill out with your information. Oh, I love that. I love a useful box. I should probably do that. I have spare like decorative boxes that I should just throw cards in. Or I could just hang them up where my oh my god, what's it called? Greeting cards? No, I have greeting cards. I have a thing that like has the clips and it's like in a frame, so it's like all decorative and junk. And it has like birthday cards and all the other cards. Yeah, those things. Holiday cards and like postcards. Oh my words. Why are words so hard? Yeah, this is all of it. Yeah. Cards catalog, scenario cards, living rules, Emegwa, or GUAX. So many cards have added to this page. But it was a submission for Basic TCG Jam Start. Hi, Angela. Hi, Dan. Yeah, we're near the Guy Fieri edition. So that means like we're halfway there. Come on, let's get this edition. I need it. I need it. I need it. Goodness. Yes. Love me. Guy is just such a good soul. I love Guy Fieri. Let me just... This is my stream and I do what I want. So I'm going to talk about Guy Fieri for a second. He has helped out during this panorama, during this panna cotta, during this pancetta. So many barkeeps and like restaurant workers and service workers. Like, so good. 500 followers on Twitch? What? Y'all like us that much? Oh, thank you. Thank y'all so much for following us. I'm gonna keep crying. I'm very emotional right now. I'm a sappy bean. So I might cry. That's yay. That makes me so happy. Oh my god. Okay. They may have a cold heart, but I do not. I have a warm, fuzzy heart that's full of sunshine and rainbows, and it's overflowing, and I'm about to start crying. So, yeah, sometimes you just need a good cry, but, like, yeah. Also, thank you about my nails. I painted my whole fingertip and then I cleaned it up, because I can't really paint my nails too well. So, I just cover the whole surface area of my fingertips. Just dip my hands in the nail polish, and then I just clean up around the edges, and that's what I do. Oh gosh. Okay, so this is cool. I will probably have to look into this to like make my own cards because I'm gonna need some business cards maybe eventually once we get into this parabola, or out of this parabola rather. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. What were we doing? What were we talking about? I forgot. We were talking about business cards. That's right. And Guy Fieri. But yeah, it looks like, let's just look at this most recent one at 5 hours ago. Feel free to post basics you design. Then collect and grab them. Oh my god, so you get to draw. I love this. Baby dragon. Nah, deal 1 damage to a card. Cannot reduce a level below 0. Grow, gain 1 level. Restoration. It looks like a Pokemon's. I forgot. Oh, I don't know which Pokemon's. And a little heart on it. Look at this little heart. So bolster, increase a card's level by 1. Last chance if a card would have its level brought below 0, you may discard this card and add its level to the other first. Let's see, a fairy guard. Oh, this is pretty. I like this. This is fun. So this is a level 2 fairy garden. Sanctuary. All other cards are immune to 1 less than damage of a minimum of 1. And then salvation. If a card is discarded last turn, you may resummon it at level 0. I don't know anything about TCGs, which is like what? Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! I played Yu-Gi-Oh! In 8th grade. So I don't really know. I don't know these too well. I kind of got an idea of how they work, but like, I don't know. So I'm very excited about this. This seems fun. I like the art. I like the moves. I don't know why I'm doing this motion, but like the moves that they happen. But I don't know what any of this is. Oh my god, there's a little rat! He looks so distressed. Why is he so worried? Oh, nervous. Okay. If the player controlling this card shouts, discard the reluctant rat immediately. Squeak. Pick another card in your play. If rat was written anywhere on it, put it on your hand and make a squeak. Put it in your hand and make a squeak noise. Oh my god. But where is his ears? I love him. I love him, but he needs ears. 2 hot dogs. It's just 2 hot dogs, fine dining. Oh. If you sacrifice at least 1 food-related card to summon 2 hot dogs, you can take +2 action this turn. Food poisoning. Pick another card the same level as 2 hot dogs. Reduce its level by 1, then reduce 2 hot dogs level by 1. What is... Okay, it's a level 2 right now. Space Goblin! Yes, cross promotion. If you own this game and Space Goblins, if you own the game Space Goblins, this is now your gold Space Goblin. I don't know the game Space Goblin. I'll have to look at. I'll have to find it out and take a look. Building time. Game +3 bricks. Spend 2 brick to increase another card's level by 1. Crash. When this card is discarded, say kaboom loudly. Oh my god. Made one of Huetopia and a baby Bjorn. Oh my god. A metaphor. Look at this emoji. Think about it before discarding this card. Oh my god, there's a lot on here. I shouldn't be reading these. Okay, so this one doesn't have photos. Oh my god, look at... Be gentle. You may pocket this card and draw a replacement. Oh my gosh, this is great. I love this art. This is fantastic. Who made this a video? Who made this? Corbin? Corbin Dennis. Okay. Oh my god, why is he playing harmonica? If Huetopia Valetti is looking at this card, all card effects are inverted until this card is taken out of play. A flaming circlet. Reach through the realities and come to terms with your choices. +1 to all face-up cards if you voice an aspiration. What is... Oh my god. Okay, Lord Ispam Ichor. Alright. Even the smallest thing is really hard to make. Oh, bud. I feel that. Grandma's nesting dolls. What the heck? A fake card. Look at the image of another card. Sorry, another card. A powerful jar. Alright, I need to step off of this. I need to focus. I was going to focus. Let's go back. Alright. Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my god, I'm just a watery mess. Okay, so the games we're going to talk about today is Bonfire and Blade and Kickstarters. Bonfire and Blade is by Simon Moody with Color Spray Games, which is a Souls-Lite Tabletop Roleplaying game. I also wrote that wrong in the description on Twitter. I am sorry. I got words confused. My brain. Yeah, so we're going to go through this one first. It is about 12 pages long, so, you know, it'll take me like a good 30 minutes. So let's dive in. So it's a Vampires and Claymores compatible. I don't think I heard of Vampires and Claymores. Should I look it up? I'll look it up later. We'll figure this out together. It's fine. I think it just came out recently, like within the last week or 2 weeks or so. So yeah, by 2021, done all by Simon at Lucha Libris on Twitter. This game is thematically inspired by Dark Souls from Software and the Cold Ruins of Last Life by Brendan Conway. The in-game mechanics are inspired by Bluebeard's Bride. Ooh! Sorry, I love Bluebeards. The in-game mechanics are inspired by Bluebeard's Bride by Marissa Kelly, Sarah Doombringer, and Whitney Strix Beltran. Created for the RPG Latin Jam, April 2021, which was hosted by Matthew Squawks, Lucas Rolam, Bruno Prosacchio, and Joaquin Oyo. Creative consultants are Alex Guerrero, Kevin Din Long Win, Chauru Patel, Vitya Voletti, J.R. Zambrano. This game was written on stolen Massachusetts land. Sovereignty was never ceded. Good to see that. This game is an independent project based on Vampires and Claymores by Tor the Vic and is unaffiliated in any way. It has included many of those game mechanics and ideas, either reuses or remixes them with permission. Is it? Okay, I will definitely have to take a look into that game as well. Oh god, I need to... Give me a notepad. I'm going to start writing things down. Yes, I'm doing it now. No, you can't stop me. Oh my god. Tiny arms. That was for D&D? Nope. Do I have a notepad? We'll use this one. Yes, it's pink. Alright, so Into the Bronze. So I don't forget, because I will forget. Vampires and Claymore. If we talked about any more LatAm games, please let me know. I will add them to my list, which you can't see, but it's here. Let me know if you have any more games that you want me to add so I can pull them up. Anywho. Oh, okay. Let me just try sitting this real quick. Oop, that's the wrong thing I want to click. Boop. There we go. Fixed it. You died. You are undead, a creature cursed to an endless cycle of death and resurrection, newly arisen amidst the crumbling kingdom of ruin and despair. You have fragmented memories of your life before this affliction, and fleeting visions of a world from a long time gone, though exactly how long, none can say. Your soul has been hollowed out of your body, replaced by a flickering flame that sustains you instead of food and drink. Whoever you were, you are now or not, and perhaps never shall be. All you are left with now are rusted weapons and armor, rotting flesh, a gnawing hunger to stoke your inner fire. The world you have woken into is dying, yet you cling to a glimmer of hope that you can either find escape from this place or discover a way to restore it. Perhaps you believe both are possible, or perhaps you will lose hope and seek to damn the world as much as you yourself are. What this game is. Bonfire and Blade is a role-playing game about searching the meaning in a ruined world. It is about hope and despair. You and one or more companions will tell the story of a group of cursed adventurers who fight against the dying of the light. The game is full of death, pain, and suffering, but also reveals ample room for growth, discovery, and renewal. It is not a game about being constantly ground into dust by adversary and giving up. It is about a game about making the defiant choice to get back up for one more run. That feels like very Hades-esque. Like, I haven't played Hades, but I kind of like I know the idea of like the Rogue Runner. The Rogue Runner. Rogue Runner beep beep. The Rogue style games. But it looks like he is trying to go for one more run and like get to an escape, right? Like that's how the game is. I don't know, that's where my brain went to. Although it was inspired by Souls-Lite game, this is an exploration focused game, not a tactical combat simulator. What you need to play? Bonfire and Blade is a game for one facilitator called the Firekeeper, or Keeper for short, and 1 to 5 players. It is the Keeper's duty to describe the ruined world and present challenges to the players. It is the player's duty to describe their actions as they navigate the world in search of answers to its mysteries. You will need several 6-sided dice, hereafter referred to as D, and 2 distinct colors or styles, 3 for action dice, AD, and 3 or more for challenge dice, CD. So I have... They're up there somewhere. I have black and white dice I bought for Fiasco specifically. And it's like a 20-something pack of like just D6s. Like it's a... And I've lost one of my white ones and it makes me mad because like it's now like uneven and like not perfect and it makes me really, really sad. Yeah, I really like that too. It's really cool that like it says that it's defying destiny. That's really fun. All right. You will also need a quiet place to play and to keep notes. All right, I got my notepad. Let's do this. Do not yield to despair. Bonfire and Blade involves engaging with a grim and dark setting which can feel hopeless to try and escape or change. However, it is possible to make the game world a better place through play. It can be very easy to only focus on the source material's existential horror and nihilistic tones, but do not lose sight of hope at the end of the tunnel. Safety tools should be used to ensure all participants feel more comfortable engaging with this game. Before you play, establish some ground rules about what kind of content everyone is comfortable with. These are known as lines and bells. Make sure you have a way of pausing play and removing harmful or triggering content. This is known as the X card, originally created by John Strafopoulos. The Tabletop RPG Safety Toolkit, compiled by Kiana Shaw and Lauren Bryant Monk, has many more options for you to choose from, and it provides a link to the tabletop real quick. Yes! Yay! Because this sounds like a really deep, dark game that I would enjoy playing, but I do need to have precautions in place. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I think there was something being shared today, and it was talking about the safety in games and stuff like that. And I was like, safety first, fun second, always in the order. Don't change it, because you can't have fun if you're not being safe. Like, you know? All right. Welcome to the bonfire. All right, let's character creation. Let's make our characters together, y'all. Let's sit around this bonfire and make our characters. When you play Bonfire and Blade, each character player must first create a character. An undead arises from the grave with not but a single memory of their past life and some simple equipment to help them explore and survive. Choose a name. It may be noble bearing like Alistar and Milda, or rough like Nell and Rattlebone. Alright, so we gotta have a name. You have a memory. A question and answer about your past that gives you either a skill or a spell. Alright, you have 10 corpus, a measure of your body's endurance. You mark corpus when you take damage. Okay, so this is like your HP, like if you play other games. Corpus. 3 flask. Gotta have your drink on you. Filled with arcane liquid that mends your wounds and restores your corpus. Okay, so like healing potions. If you know of Sorcerers of the Bay game designs. And then 3 pieces of gear. Mixes of weapons, armor, and tools found near your corpse. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our characters. When you're finished all these steps, introduce and describe your character to the other players and prepare to play. Let's see here. I'm going to go with... Oh, goodness. I'm bad with names. I'll choose that last, like I always do. You have a memory, a question, and answer about your past that gives you a spell, a skill, or a spell. I want to say, like, my character was a mage. I want to say that I was a fire mage. So, fire mage, which provides me with a fire spell of some sort. Yeah. 10 corpus, which basically is hit points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. 3 flasks. Healing. Potion. And 3 pieces of gear. I think I'm going to have a scrolls. Robes. Maybe a dagger. I'm not the best fighter, okay? Like, I'm trying my best. And my name is going to be... Oh my god. I am bad at names. I am so bad at names. I'm going to say Fressa. Let's go with that, because I have the sticker with a goblin on it. That's strawberry cake. I'm just gonna call it a character strawberry. I don't know. So Fresca or Frezza or something. I don't know. Words. She, her. Why not? Alright, cool. Favorite characters. As undead, you have only fleeting moments and memories of life before death and have some skill or magical power tied to each one. Were you alive before the world fell to ruin? Did you travel here from a distant land? Were you a great hero fallen from grace or convening a wastrel making your way through the shadows? Most importantly, whoever you were, how does this inform who you are now, who you wish to be, and how you want to deal with the world? Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna keep my memory for now. I might change like the wording or like the spelling of that later. But yeah, I like that. That's really cool. Once per game session, at any point you may choose to gain a new memory. Ideally, this is something you choose to do prior to rolling a dangerous action you think you ought to be skilled at. When you gain a new memory, create a question about your character's past and then answer it. Write down a new skill or spell attached to the memory that relates to the answer. You can never have more than 6 memories at a time. That's good. That's really cool. I like that. Example questions and answers. Where and how did you die? On a grand battlefield holding the line. So skill, spear fighting. At a banquet with a knife in my back. Skill, courtly etiquette. In the gutter like a dog with a palm full of coins. Spell, aura, silence. Ooh. I like that. What does your parents suggest about your past? Covered in animal pelts and bone trinkets. Skill, beast hunter. A performer's colorful garbs, singed and smelling of sulfur, spell control flamed, robes and cracked spectacles of no use to undead eyes, skill history. What deity do you hope still hears your prayers? Yeah, it's great. This is fantastic. Adriania, Weaver of Deceit, spell Spider Klein, Kayak, Lord of Hunts, skill sharpshooting. Our Lady of Lost Souls, skill empathy. What land did you once call home? The Frozen Spine Mountains, skill climbing. Grey Barrow, the Buried City, spell create light. Ooh, not a land at all, but the sea, skill sailing. What drives you to fight against your curse? Finding the family I left behind. Spell, scry through the flame. I once tilled this land, and I will see it grow once more. Skill, agriculture. Revenge against the one who killed and cursed me. Skill, tracking. Whenever a player reveals a memory, the keeper should encourage them to elaborate on it and use those answers to inform the narrative. Each memory should both answer a question about the character's past while leaving room for new questions and creating further adventures. I like that. So that's really cool to like have these memories pop up. Let's say for my character, for Fressa. Say that they're going through marshlands, or a swamp rather, and they're walking through a swamp, and then as they're walking through the squishy earth underneath her feet gives her a memory of how she grew up in a bogland, like, so she knows how to, and so she knows a spell, or maybe she like lived near a lake or something, and like she learned the spell of how to walk on water or something, you know, just not for a complete time, but maybe just a short time, so she can, like, you know, move without being cumbersome by the squishy water, by the squishy ground and like the watery areas. So like things like that. That's really cool. I like growing your character through the past to help them out in the future. That's a really cool like concept of the game. That's really, really nice. I like that. That's fine. I need to put this pen down. I keep playing with it. To learn a new skill, write down its name after gaining appropriate memory. Skills can be anything a player desires, but is encouraged that it be more specific than vague. The keeper has final say as to whether a new skill is reasonable or not. Examples: dueling, assassination, alchemy, lockpicking, sneaking, singing, lore a petrified forest. Alright, to learn a new spell, write down its name after gaining appropriate memory. Spells may be occult, folk rituals, sorceries from an organized magical tradition, miracles from a forgotten deity, or even abilities granted by mysteries and entity of the ruined world. Examples are fireball, spirit arrow, conjure mist, mend object, comprehend language, water walking, and telepathy. Yeah, I like that. Gear, choose any 3 items below from character creation. You may find new gear or replace old or lost items throughout play. Weapons: dagger, hand weapon, great weapon, bow and arrows. Armor: rusted armor, rotting leathers, tattered robes, shield and helmet. Tools: torch, wand, talisman, rope, roguish tools, and grimoire. So I think instead of scrolls, we have a grimoire. Ooh, my handwriting. And then tattered robes and a dagger. There are no inherent benefits to certain items over others, but they may confer a bonus die in certain situations, such as using a wand or a staff to cast a spell, using a 2-handed hammer to batter an opponent's shield. Players and keepers should be able to work together to create new items they like during play. That's really cool. Okay. Playing the game. Each time you play Bonfire and Blade, the keeper will begin the game by setting the scene. The players describe their character's actions and games continues as a conversation between the keeper and the player. When a character takes an action that's risky, dangerous, or dramatic, or when they must respond to danger, roll dice. When you take a risky or dramatic action, form a die pool of 1 to 3 action dice and 1 or more challenge dice. Alright, getting into mechanics. I'm not great at mechanics, but I like them. They do help. They do help a lot. So, like, yeah, let's get into them. The keeper will decide how... Okay, wait, hold on. Start with 1 AD for attempting the action, then add +1 AD for each that applies. You're using a relevant skill. You're using a relevant piece of gear. So let's see. I'm trying to catch dinner for the night. So I get 1 action dice AD for the challenge itself, for attempting the action, and because I'm trying to stab with my dagger. And then get another one for my dagger. So that's 2 AD. The keeper will decide how difficulty the task is, which determines how the challenge dice are added in the pool. And I'm going to say it's a regular dice, so it's a 1 CD, or 1 challenge dice. Once you pull a symbol, roll a dice together. If the highest AD is greater than the highest CD, you succeed. So my ADs, since I have 2 of them, are like a 4 and a 2. And then my CD is a 3. So I succeed. Yeah. The keeper and player work together to describe the outcome onward. Otherwise, the action develops and the keeper describes the consequences, such as harm, losing a resource, or opportunity. So let's say I couldn't catch a rat to eat it. Instead, I just go hungry for that night. Well, it doesn't say that they eat, but like, you know what I mean. Like, that's idea of the general stuff. Oh my god, just hold on. The GM never rolls dice for their actions. Instead, the players roll to respond or avoid danger. Yeah. If an action could potentially result in harm to a character, it is a dangerous action. On a failed roll, the difference between the highest CD and the highest AD is dealt as damage. So let's say instead of going after a little tiny rat, it's a big rat. Or we went in for dinner and then we fail our roll. And the difference was like 1 point, so that's 1 to our corpus that we get injured. Yeah, the character marks the amount of their corpus track. Ties are still considered failures, but no corpus is lost. So let's say the CD and the AD are both 4s. It's a tie. The rat runs off, or like, and we don't get bit. Yeah. Example. Gwen is scaling a crumbling castle wall to escape the dire beast that's chasing them. They roll a 3 on their highest AD and a 6 on their highest CD, so they fail and mark 3 corpus. They describe how their grip slips and they tumble to the ground below. The GM announces that the beast licks its lips and prepares to charge its weakened prey, then asks the rest of the group what they do in response. Combat on Bonfire and Blade is resolved through a series of dangerous actions as described above. If the attacking character's highest AD is greater than the target's highest CD, the difference is dealt in damage to the foe's corpus. Their highest CD is greater than the attacking player's highest AD, the difference is dealt by damaging the attacking player's corpus. Okay, yeah, okay, so let's say they're trying to attack a dragon. They fail the roll. Instead of causing damage corpus to the foe's corpus or the dragon's corpus, the dragon decides to have a little snacky stack with them, and they just go on. If a foe initiates an attack instead of the player character, the procedure is the same. There is no initiative. Characters and enemies should act and react in a way that follows the game's fiction. Casting spells. Magic on Bonfire and Blade is powerful but fickle. As such, casting a spell is always a dangerous action. To cast a spell, the player describes its effect based on its name. The player then rolls 1 AD for casting a known spell and plus 1 AD for each of the following that applies. You're using a piece of magical gear applicable to casting a spell, like a focus or a unique component. You're taking your time to perform the spell as a ritual rather than an intense moment. So let's say Fresca is trying to run away from the dragon and has to run across the moat, so obviously on water. So, and she has her grimoire that she pulls out and reads as she's running. So that'd be 2 AD, 1 to cast a spell, and then 1 for the magical gear. And the keeper then decides to 1 to 3 to the dipole based on the difficulty situation is desired magnitude of effect. But this will probably be like a 1 CD, maybe a 2 CD, because you're trying to read and run, and sometimes that does not work out. I know from experience because I used to be a nerd. I used to be like a heavy reader back in high school and junior high. So anything can happen, you know. The GM will always decide if the effect of the spell is simply impossible or unreasonable under the circumstances, in which case no dice are rolled and the spell fizzles out. That's valid. Alright, enemies. All enemies have 2 stats, corpus and challenge dice. Corpus indicates how much damage they can make before they are slain or flee. CD indicates their general capabilities. Any action taken against enemies is rolled against the CD. Enemies must often have 1d6 corpus per CD. Example enemies. Extinguish words. Extinguish wastrel. I don't think I ever heard Witchel before, so that's nice. It's nice to learn new words. Not more than bones carrying a blade, a 1 CD, 1d6 corpus. Oh, is it like a skeleton or a zombie or something? Let me know. Last King's Guard, a once noble corpse hidden behind a plate mail and a tower shell, so it's 2 CD and 3d6 corpus. Valid. Ravenous Barghest. A massive hound doomed to waste away, its hunger never sated by the undead flesh and bones it gnaws upon. 3 CD, 2d6 corpus. Bilious, Lurker of the Mire. A towering creature emanating toxic gas, wielding a pair of poison-coated cleavers, who stalks the heart of the swamp for CD 30 corpus. Oh, that big boy. Oh, that's a big boy. Right there. You know, it'd be great too, just thinking about this world and how it's falling apart. Playing a microscope before this, because that would be a really good way to set the scene. So if you don't know what microscope is, it's like a event sort of thing. So you'll have a beginning of the history you want to talk about and the end of the history that you want to talk about. And then you just pluck in various things. So you can add more lore if you want to deep dive more into this and talk about it. I think that would be really cool to add to this as well. But let's keep going, because I'm going off on tangents again, and that's just what I do. Alright. Along your travels, you will gain a resource known as Tinder. This ethereal substance can be harvested from slain enemies or gathered from nodes of emotional and historical significance. Coin is no use in this blighted land, but the power of the Tinder created by such treasure is greatly coveted by other undead. Tinder staves off the extinguishing of an undead's inner flame. Tinder can also be used to kindle that flame for a short burst of power. Gaining and spending Tinder. When you spend time gathering supplies from this significant location, gain 1d worth of Tinder. At defeating an enemy, you may harvest them to gain 1d of Tinder equal to the CD. So if they're 3 CD, you roll 3 CD, right? Yeah? I don't know. You gain 1d of Tinder equal to their CD. What was Big Boy CD? 4 CD. So, for example, you roll 4d6 if you defeat Bilious, Lurker of the Mire. And let's say you have a 3, a 5, 4, and a 1. Oh no, I gave myself math. 5, 10, 13, 17 points of Tinder equal to that if you roll that to fight Bilious. That's how much ether or Tinder you can get. You may freely spend Tinder 1 for 1 to increase the value of your highest roll AD by +1. Tinder may also be traded with NPCs for new gear, bribes, or services. A replacement tool or disposable item may only cost 1 or 2 Tinder. A new common weapon or modest request, passage, or river ferry might cost 3 to 4 Tinder. And a truly unique item or significant request, teleportation to a distant or hard-to-reach location, could cost upwards of 6 or more Tinder. These costs were merely guidelines, and it's up to each keeper to determine the cost of such things. Tinder, like all power, is fleeting. When you're slain, reset your Tinder to 0 and become cinders. See below. Let's see. Bonfires. Undead do not sleep or eat, but they will still need to rest and recover from harm to their crumbling forms. As you explore the world, the keeper may decide that you come across ashes of a bonfire, which can be rekindled into a small zone of peace and protection. Rekindling a bonfire's ashes costs 1 Tinder per party member. So if there's 3 party members, everybody's got to chip in, I guess. This cost may be paid by several characters or just one. Okay, so if someone has more Tinder than the others, they can toss it in. It is also possible to create a new bonfire at a relatively safe location, free from immediate threats. Creating a new bonfire requires each party to contribute 1d6 Tinder, minimum 1 per undead. All right. The GM may decide that any known or created bonfire becomes extinguished when time passes or when a significant moment occurs in the game's fiction. Let's say that dragon shows up and flaps its little wings and takes it out. It could happen. Any previously created or discovered bonfires that are revisited later and found to be extinguished can be rekindled by spending 1 tinder per character. Resting at a bonfire restores all corpus and refills all flask. Oh, that's nice. You don't just completely lose all your flask. You can actually get that refilled. That's nice. Time also passes, meaning new threats may appear at explored locations or slain foes may regenerate. Resting at a bonfire does not resurrect truly significant foes that you have been defeated, such as the Lord of the Realm. The cycle of death. Undead are mostly immortal, but still feel pain and can be slain many times before their final death. When you reach 0 corpus, you are slain. You drink a flask up to regain 1d6 corpus. A drunk flask can only be refilled by resting at a bonfire. Being slain. When you are slain, you crumble to dust and spend several hours slowly reforming your body and all your gear at the last bonfire you rested at. Okay, so it's like a checkpoint. Or like a saving point. I don't know why my brain went into video game terms, but that's what it seems like to me. You return with full corpus, all flasks refilled, and gain an insight. However, death takes its toll. You lose all tinder and temporarily lose access to a memory. Oh no! You lose a memory. Oh, geez. Yep. Okay. Well, that's a really cool consequence, actually. You lose all your tinder, which is understandable. And then you lose access to memory, meaning that that water walking memory that Fresca just remembered, it's gone for now. So she can't walk on water right now. Which is really interesting. I like that. That's cool. Your mind becomes clouded and you cannot use that skill or spell. When you return to the spot you were slain, memory is restored. Oh, okay. So you're like, I was killed here. Oh, that memory. Hello. There it is again. And then you can redo it. All right. I like that. Insights. Insights are hard-earned lessons about the world and into its myriad dangers. Spend an insight to add +1 AD to successful attack. Roll as critical damage. Avoid all damage as you would take from a single attack or hazard. Succeed without rolling at a non-dangerous action. When you gain an insight, make a notch on your character sheet or take a token of some kind to represent it. Whenever you spend an insight, you must declare what lesson death has taught you this time. Oh. Ooh. And that gives more of a narrative flavor to the story. Like, you just, I don't have this insight, but like, it's really cool that you actually have to think about what insight that death has provided you for this. And that's really cool. I like that. I love how you can just keep building on this narrative of the game itself. I love that. That's cool. Okay. And then you can have a token, like a physical representation of it. So that's really nice. Okay. In Morte Veritas, so in death there's truth. I think that's what it says. I don't really know Latin too well. Someone help me. The game proceeds as the keeper describes the ruined world with all its dangers and mysteries, and the players respond and press onward to answer their questions, until something significant causes a moment of reflection. In these moments, a player, never the keeper, may propose a truth about the world that once was deep below. While the lore establishes this game is important to this game, while the lore this establishes is important to this game, what's more important is how each player responds to it. It may inspire them to fight on until they eventually give themselves to the ether, remaking the world and inspiring others. However, it may be instead fill them with such despair that they may succumb to hopelessness and become a fallen monster who must be defeated by those who still believe in the world, can and should be saved. So, declaring a truth. Once per game session, a truth must be declared about the world that once was. The lore of this world is always fluid until a truth makes something immutable. A truth is declared after either a terrible foe is defeated, the nature of the place of the power is revealed, a significant moment frozen in time is discovered and examined, a game session ends and has no truth has yet been declared. To declare a truth, one player proposes what they believe is true about the world and what they believe is the true history of the location, person, or item. It must be revelatory, revelation, I can read, y'all. Revelatory, and set an element of the world in stone in some way. If all of the players agree, the truth is declared. If there is a disagreement, the players and GM should work together to settle on something everyone likes. If it is relevant to an action, a player may always call on declare truth for an additional AD to their pool die. Restore, release, ruin. Each character sheet has a track for 3 paths with 3 slots each, representing a character's morals and goals. When a truth is declared, each player must decide if it fills their character with either determination that the world can be rebuilt, hope that the way out is possible, or despair that the world deserves its damnation. Ooh. 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 If you believe the truth proves that the world can be saved, mark a path of restoration. If you believe the truth provides escape from this ruined world is possible, mark the path of release. If you believe the truth proves that the world should remain forever doomed, mark the path of ruin. You may multiple marks in each path at the time. Okay, so I see where it's taken from Bluebeard's now. Well, let me finish reading that now, and then I'll go into it. You may have multiple marks in each path at a time. When a player marks the final slot in any path, they are no longer playable and leave a permanent mark on the world depending on the path. So in Bluebeard's, if I remember correctly, I don't own a physical copy, so I can't open it up. So you have 2 ideas for Bluebeard himself, because you're playing as, I don't know if y'all know Bluebeard, but Bluebeard's a Powered by Apocalypse game based on the Bluebeard's Bride's grim storytelling about a Bluebeard marrying a wife, the wife finding out the horrors of her husband, and then eventually falling victim, much like his other wives before her. So basically, you have 2 options in that game, if I remember correctly, to choose how your husband. So each time you go into a room, because you're exploring the house while he's away, and you learn more about him, and you can either declare a truth of either supporting him and being a good wife, or to knowing his true nature. I don't know the actual wordage. I don't know the actual terms that are used in the game. But either you can support him as a good wife or call him out for the monster he is and try to get away and use this as evidence. And then you have to go up to 3, I believe, in each one. And whichever you get to first, that's how this game is going to end. It's how you're going to support him. You're either going to support him or be against him. One of the 2. Right? I think so. It's been over a year since I've read that. So it's in there somewhere. But yeah, so I think that's where where they actually pulled that from Bluebeard's with these paths, which is really cool. I like that. All right. If you feel the path of restoration, you leave the party to make the world a better place. Choose to either give your body over to the flame or to bind yourself to part of the world. Either way, you heal, rebuild, or otherwise restore part of the world. If you join the flame, describe how your fire remakes a location you've been to before in a way that fills others with hope, or create a new area of solace and respite amidst the darkness. If you bind yourself, describe the domain you claim and retire to, and how you spend the rest of your days helping others carry on. If you fill the path of release, you lead the party and escape the world somehow. Perhaps you find an internal staircase that leads to a better place free suffering. Perhaps you step through a twisting portal never to be seen again. Describe your last moments and thoughts as undead, but do not answer what happens after that. If you fill the path of ruin, your despair and cynicisms only blights the world further. Describe how your character falls to darkness. They become a formidable enemy. describe how they claim an existing location as their domain and alter it in their nature, or create a new area for them to rule and tempt over the nihilistic rhetoric. After your characters fill any path, you must create a new character and continue playing the game. That's really cool. So you can either end the game there or kind of like pause and then kind of start over with new characters and having like these paths of these other characters of reflecting into that history. So in a way you can have like seasons or a campaign or a one-shot or whatever. And you can keep going, or you can be like, all right, cool, that's done, and then just end it there. That's nice. I like that. All right. As the Firekeeper, your duty is to describe a world that is ruined, mysterious, and deadly. However, the world also has wonder and respite beneath its harsh exterior. A moment of rest and safety at a bonfire should feel hard-earned, but the challenges leading up to the respite should not be so punishing as to make it too bittersweet. The goal of Bonfire and Blade is not only to simulate the grind of the games that inspired it, but to instead focus on the themes and ideological struggles its characters present and grapple with. A session's goal should not be to fight a boss monster for its treasure and move to the next area. The session should push players to consider what the creature represents and ask questions about the world surrounding it. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Nice. I like that. Combat is part of the game, but the heart and soul of the play should be about investigating mysteries of the past and trying to restore or escape the world. A momentary diversion on the road to the grave. If you were to play Bonfire Blade in a single setting, a truth can be declared any number of times until one player fills out their paths. The GM should focus the action so that each major character play leads to the declaration of truth, a hand waving away the like travel time so that games can focus on what happens at new mysterious location rather than the journey there. A 3-hour game might take the form of 3-hour-long scenes of exploration and significant action, each ending in truth with one player marking the path, the same path each time. And that is it. And that's Bonfire and Blades by Simon Moody with Color Spray Games. I love Simon's work. You can find a lot of their work on itch.io Color Spray Games. Let's just take a look real quick because I want to share itch.io. Did I not type it right? Itch. Oop. Oh, here we go. I don't think I typed it right. Yeah, let's just pull it up. So, they have other works, or he has other works that are basically in here, like Free Hammers, Light Uploaded, Light Awakening, A Duel with Shadows, What's So Cool About Lucha Libre. So if you don't know, I kind of started this originally on my own channel back in December when I was doing PC Ember. And basically PC Ember is every day in December. You design a character for a different game. And What's So Cool About Lucha Libre was one of the games I had on the list. And because I fell in love with this game so hard, I actually fought with OBS to like figure out how to like stream this so I can actually talk about the game on there. So technically, What's So Cool About Lucha Libre was my first game at a glance, quote unquote. But it was on my channel. And, you know, I didn't have structure or anything like that, but I did go through the whole game and just chat about it and like made a character on stream that I eventually shared on Twitter. But just having a game that is very just you, especially with the border punk genre, which is a blend of Mexican American culture and media with themes of social justice and political activism, like, yeah. It was the pilot episode. It was not supported by any network. It was just trying to just fill it out. It lasted maybe like 30 minutes. But it was a pilot episode. It was my number one. It's my numero uno. Like, you know. Like, just, I love the art that has been done for this game. It's been so nice. Like, I will want to run this one day, just because it's fantastic. It has really cool like ideas when it comes to like powering up or charging up your special attack. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just makes me happy. It's great. See, like there's, oh, you can't see my review, but there's a review right here. That's that I wrote. Oh, really? Party of one with Jeff? Oh, that's really cool. So yeah, so this is, yeah, so distracted again, but yeah. For one night only. So they played this, I think, here on Huetopia, back in the fall or the summer to fall, one of the two. But it's based off of Cats, the musical, and it's a lasers and feelings game. So oh look, there's the video right there. Hey, hey, what? Que fue? So, so yeah. This is a fantastic game. Like, if you want to, if you want to give it a shot, if you want to just watch it, you can watch it here on YouTube's. Or rather, they're on YouTube's. So yeah. One Night at Dreddy's, which sounds fantastic because it obviously, oh, it's based off of Wretched and Alone. I've heard so much about Wretched and Alone. I don't really, I know of it. I just don't know about it. And it looks like it was for that jam. Oh yeah, this is very One Night at Freddy's. It's a riff. It's a riff. Love it. Okay. And then Battle Scar, an emotional mech game for 2. Goblins in the Shadows, Resistance Revolution, Light Awakening, Bonfire. So yeah, if you enjoyed reading through Bonfire and Blade and really interested in getting that, go to colorspraygames.itch.io, where you can find the game, and you can find a bunch of other games and support and love on Simon, because Simon's an amazing writer. I highly support his work. 100%. Also, it's great to see someone who like designed Borderpunk, and it gives me ideas to like keep adding to that and like just keep going with. That's so cool. Yeah. But goodness, what y'all think? What y'all think of Bonfire and Blade? Let me know. While I hydrate. Yes, I did go from sparkling or tea to sparkling water. Don't at me. Now go to actual water. How about that? All the hydration. Yeah. It is. It is very evocative. It's just the depth that you can get to when you're reading something and you just sit back and you go, huh. Yeah. Because that's how I am really with a lot of Simon's games. Like, no lie. I'll just sit back like, yeah. Yeah. And I'll definitely go through What's So Cool About Lucha Libre probably here on this channel again. But since it was the pilot episode, it may be a while before I do that. I got a hiccup now. It's in there. I feel it. Okay. So, we've talked about Simon, but I believe an author of our other game is in chat and has been very active in chat. And I really want to talk about it because it's our first game. It's by Kick Rocks by Showdown Patel. So, Rue, we're going to talk about your game. Rue! I'm very excited about this because this is, from what you said, this is our first game. And I am so excited and hyped about this because it's just a small walking game, which is really, really fun. Let me just pull up the itch. I should probably just not leave itch and just keep it up at all times. Oh, no, that's not what I'm kicking. rocks. Or kick rocks. There we go. All right, let's read this real quick. Right? It's adorable. So basically, it is a game to play when you're on a walk. This is a one-player game where you tell a story of an adventurer as you kick a rock. And as you're like me, look, I have my spreadsheet that I add things to after the show, so I know who I talk to. Who needs an actual Google Doc? I'm just going rogue. Boom. I'm as prepped as I can be sometimes. So basically, it's about adventure as you kick rocks. Kick a rock. The traits of your rock will help define your adventure and your journey. Where your rock lands will prompt you to describe your journey. Yes, I'm chaotic. Yes. Well, sometimes I'm chaotic. I'm chaotic good. So, like, you know. Start and pause. Kick rocks at your leisure. Your journey is always ready when you are. Feel free to play this with friends, whether there's 2 or more. You play with together or play during moments of companionable silence. Oh, this is also made for pleasure, not business card RPG. So that's no wonder it's so cute. So credits to Thomas Novosel for the title font and the body font. And then special thanks to Kevin, Vidya, Simon, and Nevin, Corbin, Alex, and JR. Just because they're rad. Baby game so small. Yes, it'd be great for a hike. I'm actually looking to like walk around the apartment complex more because unless I actually go to a park, there's not really much walking in this direct area. So I might take on a next hike, might go to a park, like walk around and like do it. Or I can just walk around the apartment complex and find a rock just to boop my foot, just to boop it. All right, so Kick Rocks by Showdown Patel. Find a rock and name your adventurer. Define the adventurer and their journey. So what kind of rock is it? Is it a small rock? A large rock? What kind of rock is it? Is it journey? Is it short or long? What are you leaving behind? Color. What kind of color is rock? I'm gonna go with. It's gonna be so basically, the rock is gonna be maybe like a quarter size. And I think it's gonna be like a 30-minute walk, so it's not gonna be too long, but like long enough. What are you leaving behind? Probably my phone. I don't want to bring my phone while I'm walking because I don't want to like be like this the whole time when I'm walking. I want to show you the world. I want to see everything. So the rock is probably like a light rock because here in Central Texas we have a lot of limestone. So I'm gonna say it's like a limestone. So it's like a light grayish sort of like looking little guy. And is the journey practical or leisure? I'm gonna say it's leisure because I'm just I'm gonna say yes. It's a leisure game. It's a leisurey sort of like walk because I'm just enjoying. What type of journey? Just to stretch my legs. Oh, small rock, short journey. Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. So a light rock would be more of a practical journey. A dark rock would be leisure journey. I get you now. Okay, I see what you're talking about. I know. Yeah, so we'll say it's a light rock, so it's a practical just walk. And what kind of walk is it? Just like, just stretching my legs, getting out of the city. Shape of the rock, so round is like an expert. The journey is an expert level. And then if it's a jagged rock, it's more of an amateur level. Limestones are pretty jagged. They're not smooth, really. So I'm going to say it's more of an amateur sort of like journey. What type of experience do you have? Not much. Maybe this is my first time out and about, out of the city. So that could be definitely something we can look at and think about. All right. So that is your rock. Let's talk about start kicking. Let's just start kicking a rock. When it lands on the sidewalk, describe an exciting person they met. Oh, okay. A grass, describe a place or moment of peace. And then on the streets, describe a danger encountered. I love it. I love it so much. So let's say we're just booping this rock around, and it lands in the grass. And describe a place, a moment of peace. So maybe like while our young fledgling adventurers is out and about learning how to leave the town a bit, you come across a meadow. And you think about this meadow, and you think how lovely it is, and how the birds are singing. The wind is just making the lake slowly lap against the rocks, and it's just very chill, just very nice. It's almost like hammock weather. I just want to be in a hammock right now, y'all. It sounds so nice, being in a hammock and just swinging in the breeze. Yeah. Or if it goes to the sidewalk, describe an exciting person they meet. Oh. So let's say they're still on this adventure and they're walking around and they're learning more outside the city, and they come across a traveling bard that hasn't been in their town yet. And this bard has seen the world, has known the stories, can talk about things, and they're just enamored with these stories and hope that someday they can have their own memories like that. Ah, yay, Rue! Oh, sweet bean. I love Rue. I love you. I love you, Rue. Or, it's going in the street, a dangerous encounter. Oh, maybe they came across, like, a pack of buffalo, and, like, you know, from a distance they look nice, but they know deep down that they get territorial whenever you get in the path. So that's how the danger is encountered. And so they'll have to like hide back or walk away or like move slowly out of the way or something. At a crosswalk, walk it across in your pocket and give it a title. Kick it across. If it makes it achievement plus title. If it doesn't make it, give it a farewell speech. Yes. That's delightful. Oh my god. So if you walk it across in your pocket, you got to give it a title, like just talking about like maybe what your thing is, like what oh my god. Like you're like, ah, yes, I have given you the title of Lord Rock. And if it doesn't make it, give a farewell speech like, oh, my dear Lord Rock, you tried so hard, and like you were just so young as you were moving into the world, but those buffalo got you, and therefore we must say, I don't know, give a farewell speech. You must retire as you took a horn to the knee or something. It tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it don't even matter. Oh my god, okay. Shout outs to the buffalo. Indeed. If you lose your rock, create rumors told while you're away, or rest your mind and contemplate on what you've already created. Oh, I like the idea. Like, so if you lose your rock, let's say, knowing me, I'll kick it. Like, shall it finish Lord Rock? Let's say you lose your rock. Let's say it goes like, because I live in an apartment complex, it goes underneath a dumpster, and Ripperoni Rock, I can't get you because there's this like 200, 500 pounds of metal that is between me and you, rock. So it goes underneath the dumpster, lost forever to the world. Create rumors while they're away. So basically, I guess on the way back, or you continue your walk, you can like start stories of your adventurer basically being said like, oh, that they got eaten by the buffalo, or like that serene lake actually has Nessie, and they became friends with Nessie, and they are doing the whole free willy thing off into the distance where they just like I don't know. This is where I get like my brain gets foggy. But yeah, that's really cute. And then, or rest your mind and contemplate on what you've already created, or just, just think about what you created. So just think about the nice, cool breeze and the peaceful moments, or the daring escape from all the buffalo that are in the area, and how you had to sneak past them, or like talking about the bard that they met, and reminiscing on some of the stories, and maybe making up some new stories that they told as well. And that's really cool. That's really nice. And then, like, if you had a new rock, you start it over again, and you just keep going. And that's really cool. That's delightful. Also, it's a card game, so it goes on a card. Ye big, or some, I don't know sizes. It's generally at this size. It fits in a wallet. There we go. That's the right words I wanted. But yeah. That's this game by Showdown by our own lovely Rue. You can get it here on itch.io. Please support her. Even name your own price. Pay her. Give her some monies. Pay for this game, because it is an absolute delight. It is very whimsical. It's very fun. And yeah, it gives you something to do instead of stare at your phone the whole time, like I tend to do. So it'll definitely have me looking out at nature a lot more and having my phone firmly tucked away in my pocket or my fanny pack. So yeah, get this game. Check out the other games in the TCG Jam. TCG Card Jam? Wait, no, hold on. What is it called? The TCG Pleasure Not Business Card RPG Jam. There we go. I found it. So yeah, get that. And we are almost towards the end of time, but do y'all have any questions, suggestions, comments, concerns? I've learned on my vlogs that it's really fun to kick rocks super hard. Oh my god. I just enjoy kicking rocks. I don't know. There's something about the idea of like just the randomness of like how the rock moves along the land. And just where it will end up, we'll never know. And if it's like an acorn that a squirrel will actually get, or a grackle, they'll be mad at you, you know. Yeah, so this has been great. It's been chill. It's been really nice. We've covered a lot, I think, in our 2 hours. We talked about the Kickstarters that happened. We talked about the RPG Latin Jam and went through some of those games and described them. We went through, I'm going to say the support for Totem's family, or Rotem's family. Oh, thank you. Thank you for doing the raid thing, because I don't know how to do it. And then we talked about Simon's game. Well, we talked about TCG and the Pleasure Not Business Jam, and then we talked about Simon's game, Bonfire and Blades, and then we talked about Rue's game. And then I got more distracted because we're talking more about my pilot episode. But yeah. I guess this is it for this week. I'm thinking maybe next time I might do like a bigger game. I'm thinking, since I got Oberon by oh my god, New Agenda Publishing, I think it's who they are, with Misha and like a bunch of other designers. I'm thinking I might just do a big deep dive into a big old game. So that'll be a lot of talking. I will definitely do my research into that one first to make sure I don't like lose my brain while talking about like a 300-page game. Oh, thanks for tossing my tags out. Yeah, so if you want to find me in Flower by the Players, maybe I should do an actual outro this time. Hey, I've been Morgan, or Mo, your Game at a Glance host for this evening. You can find me on all my socials at Serena Bezos. That's SIRENABESOS, or you can read the title, the little screen grab thing. I don't know what it's called. Words are hard, okay? You can find me doing podcast work, actual play work. I do a lot. Also, if you want to donate to my Ko-fi, it helps me help game designers because I'll basically use all that money. Yeah, the overlay, that one. I can word really well, y'all. But if you want to toss money at my Ko-fi, it definitely helps me help the game designers that I'm supporting by purchasing their games. Or instead of just going to me and purchasing games, just purchase the game from them, please. Please support our small indie designers that we have, like Rue and Simon, and you know, anybody in the RPG Latinum Jam or like the other bundle. Please support that bundle. Can we have it tossed up on the chat again, please? I will have to find it again, but please support that bundle. Please support these designers. Please leave reviews for them and just hype them up. Be their heroes, because like there are heroes for writing these amazing games, and I just want to keep showing them love and support and keep them flourishing and there and what they do and what they love to do, you know? I want to support your love by showing love for your love. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to just stick with that. I want to show love for your love. There we go. I love that. Anywho, there's more links in the Rollum's Family Bundle. Thank you. That's what I wanted. If you have any more suggestions for Kickstarters or news or bundles or anything that's happening, please send the information my way, either in Discord or on Twitter, either my personal Twitter or the Huetopia Twitter. We will find it somewhere. But yeah, this is how I'm going to leave you. Love y'all. Be good. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. It looks like we're rating Sen. We're rating Sen. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, bye.